Good evening, everyone. I'm Austin Daigle from the River Valley Weather Teams, continuing to watch a severe thunderstorm near Altus, Coal. There should be a new warning issued soon. Continuing to watch this thunderstorm, it's actually starting to produce some strong winds on the west side of the storm, near just south of Webb City, west of Denning, along Highway 23. Winds are actually showing near 60 miles per hour, and so there could be some storm damage taking place right now, some wind damage. That's moving south along Highway 23. So if you live anywhere, and that's actually outflow. It's like, as you can see, that's where that core rain is. So I'm going to put it 3D mode so I can see what's going on. So it looks like a downdraft may have happened along the storm. Yeah, it looks like a downdraft may have happened near Altus. Let me get my thing back up. Just to the west of Altus, south of Ozark, along east of Cecil, along Highway 23. So if you're traveling in that area, do pull over, be cautious. There's some strong winds a bit on the outflow of this storm. This is moving along that micro boundary. Can't talk this afternoon. Moving along that micro boundary. The winds on this should be near 20 to 25 miles per hour. Some strong winds along in this storm as well. The height on this is near 51,000 feet, so there's a lot of updraft being taking place right now. But I'm continuing to watch as this storm moves towards the south and southeast right now. Could be some more downdraft about to take place near the Coxville and Paris areas, so I'm watching for a potential new storm. I'm waiting for that weather radio to go off. Looks like a storm starting to develop here near Alma, just to the west of Alma. I'll check the cameras. I'm gonna pull up traffic cameras. Let's see what's going on. So we got some slow traffic near Weederka Village along 40. That's the only congestion area. Some slow traffic on 540 as well. So I'm gonna look at these traffic cameras and see where storm could be. So there is a heavy storm moving through Alma. Just went through Alma. It's moving towards the south. As you can see, that's going to be pushing towards Lavaca and Greenwood. So I'm going to keep my eye on that for a little bit because this one just popped up. Pretty strong right now. So be watching this general direction. And along that micro boundary, there's going to be winds up near 20 miles an hour. And this storm, this is going to be along Highway 23. I'm showing winds will be near 60 miles per hour. The hail is also going to be a kind of a big threat as well. We are showing some pretty large hail. It's going to be up near $50 to golf ball size. So do need to be alert if you are in the Paris area. We have a we got a severe thunderstorm moving to the south right now. It's producing quite a bit of hail, has a lot of updraft in it. The storm's near 57,000 feet right now. It's also producing a lot of downdraft as well on the backside of that storm. So there's kind of a rolling motion going on now. So definitely need to keep an eye on this storm for some intense hail in northwestern Logan County. So we're gonna go live on our Facebook page to let people know what is going on as well. So we're gonna do this in the next few seconds. Hi everyone, I'm Austin Daigle from the River Valley Weather Team. If you're just joining us, we do have continuing to watch the severe thunderstorm move towards southeast. We're waiting for another warning to be issued for Logan County. This storm is intensifying quite a bit. We're showing hail signatures up near $half to golf ball size, along with some strong downdrafts on the backside of the storm. So I'm watching for kind of a rolling motion in the atmosphere right now. That's fueling the storm as well. So I'm definitely going to be watching in this area near Paris, Subiaco, Scranton, Prairie View, along Highway 22. So if you're in this general direction south, you do need to be watching for this severe thunderstorm. It's producing quite some severe hail up near quarter to $half size. So that can dent some vehicles or bust a windshield or something. But we do need to take caution right now, especially if you're on the roadways here near Highway 22, near Clarksville, Paris, Subiaco, Echo Top showing near 58,000 feet, and along with some pretty strong winds as well. If you have any damage reports, any videos, pictures, or anything, hail pictures, anything weather related to the severe thunderstorm, you can send those in to our Facebook page, and we will share those later on in the evening, and we'll see what has happened with the severe thunderstorm. Still watching that hail size. It's pretty big right now. I'm not looking at any rotation. Could be some slight rotation, but nothing major. Not what I'm worried about. So it looks like a strong downdraft took place near just to the west of the Denning area along Highway 23. So if you're in this area, there could be some maybe a few power lines have snapped or something, or it could be maybe a few power outages. We're gonna check that in just a moment as well. Showing on our traffic map up here some slow traffic. Another wet. Looks like our weather radios going off. Probably a new warning. Looks like a new warning is just issued. This is for Central Logan, Southwestern Johnson until 5:15. So new severe thunderstorm warning for Central Logan, Southwestern Johnson. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this thunderstorm as it's moving through. Still watching that hail. That hail is up near $half size, so I'm definitely kind of watching that for sure. There's a little bit of rotation as well. The downdrafts, the down and the updrafts are mainly concerning me as well. The echo tops still pretty tall, near 58,000 feet. Take a scan real quick and see what this updraft is doing right now. Yeah. So some pretty intense updrafts up near 50,000 feet that I'm showing, and quite a bit of hail, quite a bit of raindrops being pushed up into the atmosphere as well. So a lot of downdrafts, a lot of updrafts, and you can see right here that's just moving up. It's moving up. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of downdrafts as well. So that's what's fueling the storm as well. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this for a little bit. That hail size up near 1.5 inches. If you have any reports, any pictures or anything, please send those into our Facebook page, and we will be sure to share those. Put a link, put a post on our page about that quick. Video's lagging a little bit. Just lost. Looks like something happened with the radar. It's not good. It's like some more showers starting to develop here near Mulberry and Alma. Those look like they just sparked and just weakened right off, so now I'm not worried about any of those. I'm still watching this micro boundary. I'm going to be moving through as well, so I'm watching for more storm development in this area. Light rain is definitely possible. I'm still watching the severe thunderstorm as it's moving towards southeast. Who loves lag computers? Do something real quick. Send out a post. Alright. Okay, now go back to our traffic map and see. The traffic's doing okay. Oh, good. We got a wasp here now in the studio now. I just don't like that. Now he's going to be attracted to all this light. So that's what I'm worried about. Stay up there, buddy. Alright, so we're still watching this. I'm about to be moving through Paris. Hail signature's gone. I'm still thinking there's at least nickel size, penny to nickel size hail. Winds are still showing near 40 miles an hour. So this storm is actually taking a weakening trend, which is pretty good. There's still a hail signature. We just lost it, though. So, still watching for more storms out there near Mulberry. So more action's going to be taking place here near Charleston, Lavaca. I'm going to be watching the Greenwood area next hour or so. I'm watching, again, more storms going to be forming along this boundary. So once this boundary moves through, we're going to have some cooler temperatures for the evening. Temperatures are going to be into the upper 8. Maybe cool down to the upper 70s to low 80s, maybe. Looks like our hail signature's back. And that's near penny size, actually. So that's pretty good to see that the hail trend has weakened a little bit. Meaning our echo tops, they're down. So our echo tops have went down as well. The storm's near 30,000 feet. Actually, so some pretty good hail signature. Still likely. We've got some pretty strong winds as well. So this storm seems to be weakening now. And it's now taking. So I'm watching this. The radar has updated or is rebooted or something. So now I'm still trying to collect data from the storm right now, and now we're showing a hail signature of 1.36 inches. So that's going to be near. So that's going to be near quarter size, $half size. Now we're showing near 5-6 inches. This wasp is going to drive me crazy, and the weather is going as crazy as well. So still watching this storm, about to moving to the southeast right now. It's going to be moving towards Mount Magazine. If you're on Mount Magazine and you're camping, I would go to the lodge, go find a indoor shelter. We got a pretty strong storm moving through. The winds are showing near 40 miles per hour, but hail is still showing. It's still actually showing your golf ball size. So I would take cover mainly on the hail, safety wise. So if you're in Paris right now, looks like a little bit of rotation right there. Not strong. Nothing to worry about. But some pretty heavy rains moving through Paris along Highway 22. Excuse me. Um, I'm still send in. Be sure to send in your hail pics, storm damage pics, or anything with this storm. Let's see what is going on. So we can. Okay. So I'm still Echo Tops on the. I'm so let's go back to the Echo Tops. Echo Tops are showing near 58,000 feet, so it's still a lot of updraft along this storm. So I'm gonna do a scan real quick, and yeah, so there's still a lot of updraft. You've got that much rain being pushed up into the atmosphere, meaning that there's gonna be a lot of hail mixed in with this right now. So I definitely need to be aware if you are in this area. You don't know what's going on. There's a pretty strong storm moving through. As you can see, it has had a pretty strong bow on this. See, that micro boundary is actually bowed out, so it's pretty interesting to see. Still some strong winds. So this is moving through or east side of Coxville. Winds near 40 45 miles per hour. Still showing a pretty good hail signature on top of Paris. Here I have dollar size. But mainly just a lot of rain. So we got some more storms starting to form out near Charleston, just to the north of Charleston, north of Lavaca. That micro boundary starting to move to the Fort Smith area. A little bit of hail signature on that. And we're showing a small rotating signature. Pretty interesting. So we got a little bit of rotation near Paris. No tornadoes right now. Good thing right now. Hopefully that's not going to be the case over the next little bit. But I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this and keep it on the air so I can let y'all know what's going on. Now we're watching a dramatic signature. Looks like it's getting a little bit stronger. Winds are near 60 miles. Yeah, it's getting a little bit stronger, so I definitely need to be watching that for sure. So if you live in the Driggs area, along 107 Mount Magazine, the Scenic Byway, look on the Scenic Byway south of Paris. That's pull up my traffic map real quick. Yeah, that's 309. So if you live on 109 or 309, I would take cover right now. There is some pretty large hail right now falling. It's also near Driggs. Take cover right now. Get to an indoor shelter. Stay away from those windows because if they bust, then that's just not gonna end out well. And we're showing a little bit of rotation on this storm as well, so I do need to keep an eye on that to make sure no tornadoes happen. If they do, we're going to let you know what happens and where it actually forms. Still watching some storms out here near the Alma area, near Cecil, Mulberry, south of Mulberry actually. Those are continuing. Those are actually a little bit stationary, moving east southeast. Those may make it into the Charleston area soon. They may actually repeat and go right over Coxville, but I'm going to keep my eye on that. I'm also watching that second micro boundary move towards the south as well. Keep it here. We're still watching that storm near Paris, which is actually producing on the west side of the storm, on the west outflow of it, it's producing winds up near 60 miles per hour. The hail is still actually gone to near golf ball size. So, and the Echo Tops are showing near 60,000 feet now. So some pretty strong updrafts going on right now. May move this into a double screen in a minute. Show you what's going on. Let's do a 2-panel, one with radar and wind, and show you. So if you look at the dot, that's where it's going to line up with both maps. So that's where your rotation is starting to take. Place a little bit, and it's actually not that strong, to be honest. It's mainly just the hail, just that updraft. So now we got to hope that updraft doesn't start to rotate, or it's not going to be pretty good. And I don't think that's going to be happening. I think that's the case. I don't think that's the case right now. I think the main case is just all that. It's just the updraft. Let's put it back in the one panel mode, and we can see. Look at the 3D analyzer. Yeah, that's a pretty intense storm. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's where your downdraft. I'm gonna full screen this real quick, and it's a pretty nasty looking storm. So that's where so with that wind, so your updraft. So here's your updraft, and that's actually starting to rotate. So it's starting to look like to become a mesocyclone, from what the image I'm seeing right now. So that's going to be your updraft, and it's actually pretty strong. So that's where your anvil is going to be, and then here's your overshoot. So that's where all your hail is starting to form and just drop towards the surface, and then you're going to have your downdraft as well coming along this. So you're having your storm's pretty mature. So this storm is pretty mature now, and so now it's just on a dry path. See how much now. Just got to see how much fuel it has to run. Since it is mature, since it's a mature storm and it has its shape and dynamics with it, and that hail is still near, still waiting for. So we got some strong winds up near Paris, near 60 miles per hour. That rotation is actually coming down a little bit. It's still there. I still need to keep an eye on it, but it's come down just a little bit. That micro boundary is starting to take it's moving south as well. So if you still watching for storm development in this area, looks like some hail is formed. So I need to look at the storm. Look like a training effect starting to go on near Alma and Dyer. Looks like a little bit of hail near Marble Size. So I'm gonna do a sweep through and see what is. Yeah, and that this could be a little bit of small hail, nothing much as well, if any, but some heavy rain definitely for northeast Sebastian, western Franklin, southeastern Crawford County. Still watching the storm near Paris, Subiaco. It's making way down 309, 109. A little bit of rotation as well. Yeah, it's kind of rotating a little bit. So if you got any pictures, do send those to us. We're gonna post those soon. Still waiting. All right. So it looks like the winds are starting to shoot out pretty strong on the northwest side of it. Winds here near 60 miles an hour. So watching for wind damage right now. The hail is come down just a little bit, but it was still quarter to $half size. And our radar is showing the storm near 60,000 feet. I'm definitely watching that area. Area. Point out that area to me. I'd have never heard of the town before. That may be bad on my part. Alright, so I'm still continuing to watch this move towards. It's moving through Paris, so it's very heavy rain moving through Paris. This wasp is getting attracted over here. So that's moving towards Mount. That's about. So if you're on Mount Magazine right now, I would go ahead and move to the lodge, move to an indoor shelter right now. Don't go in a vehicle. Because since there's going to be hail on this, don't want any busted windshields, and that's just not a good area to hide. Move into like a I wouldn't say a camper as well. I'd say go to a sturdy structure, go to like the lodge, go to an indoor structure that is on it's on a foundation, is well built, because it got some strong winds and you got some large hail in this storm as well. So you don't want to hide in a vehicle or a camper for the risk of, one, the camper could overturn with strong winds, and two, you could have busted out windshield from a vehicle. Still watching that very strong winds up near 60 miles an hour. The hail is actually is coming up a little bit near golf ball size. So this is a pretty intense storm that is moving through. The echo top has come down to 51,000 feet. So it's a good sign that this storm is starting to run out of fuel. And we're gonna pray and hope that it is running out of fuel, because this is probably causing a little bit of damage as it's moving through the area right now. It's moving through Logan County right now. There was some hail, so it's had a history of producing hail since near Cass, and it's moved southeast. And we've been on here for the last we've been on here for the past 20 minutes. Okay. So these other storms, I'm not showing too much wind. So that micro boundary is starting to move towards the Greenwood area. It's moving through Fort Smith. Got some storms out here just to the north of Lavaca. These storms are just kind of staying stationary in this area near just north of Charleston. I've got some storms out here near Natural Dam Lee Creek. And watching that second boundary about to be coming through as well. So you can see what's pretty interesting is this micro boundary is just wrapping itself around that. So it's showing there's a pretty strong outflow right through Boonville Magazine, and then that's where it comes back. So the pretty strong outflow signature right in this area near Magazine. So it could be some strong winds on the west side of the storm. Even if you're not seeing rain, you could be seeing a little bit of wind as well, up near 60 miles an hour inside the storm. Still showing some pretty marginal size severe hail up near golf ball size. That's moving towards the southeast as well. I'm going to check the traffic flow real quick. Back on this other computer. And if it'll load. So I'm showing a little bit of some traffic issues out there near Paris. Nothing too crazy. We'll look at this traffic camera near 540. So we're doing coverage from our YouTube channel right now. If you'll go subscribe to that, River Valley Weather on YouTube. We're going to take a short break for the next few minutes, and we will be back on the air. I'm Austin Daigle from the River Valley Weather Team. We will be back on the air with coverage, and we will keep our radar up on our YouTube channel, and we will see you in just a few moments. Alright guys, welcome back. We are continuing to watch these storms. Still fighting with this wasp over here, because he's a hornet. Still watching this severe thunderstorm move to the southeast. New severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be until 5:45. This one, it still has near quarter to $half size hail on it. The winds have come down on this storm tremendously, which is pretty good. There's no rotation anymore, so that's good. We're still watching this microboundary just outside. Stepped out the door, and the winds are pretty strong. They're up near 20 miles an hour, but it's definitely cooler out there, so it made a big difference. There is some storms forming near the Charleston area, near Chisholmville, and those are pushing off to the southeast right now. Those kind of produced another buffalo boundary as well. I'm still watching these storms up near Mountainburg. Watching that second micro boundary move through as well. Oh gosh. Alright, so the storm is actually weakening. May not sound like it or feel like it, but some pretty heavy rain's coming down, and with that heavy rain coming down, the hail's starting to get smaller as well. We're still showing up near 50,000 foot echo top, but the winds have come down tremendously as well. So we're thinking that this storm is starting to become less severe because of that, but I'm still going to keep an eye on the storm. It's pushing off towards the southeast right now, towards Danville, Havana, Waveland, Blue Mountain. So it's still pushing through the area. I'm keeping an eye on it right now. It's not showing anything. Criteria is not severe right now. We're showing nickel-sized hail and 40 miles an hour wind gusts. That's pretty much it. It's kind of like a marginal storm. Very heavy rain, probably producing near. I can actually get that from radar in just a second. That's showing near. Those rain totals are actually showing near about 1 inch to 1.2 inches up near the Paris area, so storm moved through. Still continuing to watch some storms out near the Charleston area. It's actually producing a little bit of small hail. Yeah, pea-sized hail near Charleston. I went from that though. Winds are actually near 20-30 miles per hour. So some marginal storms moving through the Charleston area, moving to the Chisholmville area. That's moving to it's kind of doing a training motion through the Charleston area. So it's going to be doing its direction right back over to the Driggs area soon. Continuing to watch this storm as well. That storm definitely diverted the area or the way this alpha boundary ran as well. So going to continue to watch these storms as they push through the area. You can check us out on our Facebook page. We're going to be posting continuous updates on our Facebook page as well. We're going to be continuing to watch the storm on here as well. That wasp will not go away. I'm going to take a small break. We're going to leave radar. We're going to be posting on our Facebook page. We're going to keep radar up. We're watching the storm for y'all. But the criteria has come down. This very heavy rain. So slow down. There is very heavy rain, but the criteria has come down a lot. The winds have weakened a lot. We're still showing a little bit of winds out there near Driggs, only near 45 miles per hour, along with the hail is only near a quarter inch. Three-quarters inch, so they're nickel size. So definitely watching this storm as it's pushing through. So we're gonna get off here, and we're gonna be posting updates on the Facebook page. Be sure River Valley Weather. Be sure to subscribe. I'm also Daigle from the River Valley Weather Team. Be sure to stay alert on this storm. We're gonna be continuing updates on this as well. That's Daigle from the River Valley Weather Team. The Lost is by 2. Have a good day, everyone.